Actually speaking, Krishna and Arjun are not separate. Arjun is the illusioned and confused mind. Krishna is the center of that mind. That is the relationship between Krishna and Arjun. Krishna is the heart of Arjun. That within you, which already knows, is Krishna.
So, Namaste. We welcome you all for this wonderful event. Our sincere gratitude to Acharya Prashant ji and his team for kindly agreeing to address all of us today. So, we are also very thankful to our director for encouraging us to conduct such events at our institute. And also, the most important part of any event is an audience. So, thanks to all of you for showing great enthusiasm in joining this event. So after seeing your interest of students, I just try to go through all the questions to set the scene here. So what I felt was all the students and the faculty and the staff here found that wanted to ask the most important questions of life. The first one is, who am I? What am I supposed to do? Because seeing that as a student, a lot of students are working very hard. They're scoring good marks. There are a lot of faculty who are working hard, getting good grants, publishing papers. Still, they find some emptiness somewhere. After doing everything very nice and becoming successful, everybody is seeing that there is something more I have to do. Though I am doing my conditional duty very well, there is something constitutionally I have to do something, which is basically I'm missing. And further that, we also wanted to interested in knowing that what is the difference between a living body and a dead body? A living body being has so many desires, feelings, and aspirations. How do they disappear immediately after death? What exactly happens when the living body dies? And further, what is the real purpose of life? If you see, every day, our objectives keep changing. As a student, we want to chase the ranks, grades, and the career. Once we get the job, we wanted to go higher and higher in the ladder. So if you keep on changing, from time to time, the goals are changing. But what is really we are getting is most of the times dissatisfaction. There is no peace in the mind and real happiness. So what is the real objective goal of everyone should be? Each one has different goals. As all individuals, what should we all aspire to aim for? So that's a thing. And also a lot of students are interested to know what is karma. How does karma give us happiness and distress? So as famous saying, there are 3 letters in English, B, C, D. There is a birth, there is a death. In between, there is something called choice. So we neither choose our parents, nor our height, skin complexion, or intellect. But somehow we have taken birth somewhere. And most of us are also no guarantee that when we are going to die. But what type of choices we can make so that according to karma and karmic theory, so we can actually elevate our consciousness. That's something what people are interested to know. And also nowadays, a lot of people are mentally, physically healthy in spite having so much medical and technological advancement. So we can go to Amazon and order anything we want, and we can consult any doctor. There's a lot of advancement. Still, people are depressed, distressed, and misguided. So, and also, how does good mental health actually lead to good physical health? It is said that if mind is strong, the body naturally becomes strong. And further, a lot of students have a question about anxiety and stress in life. How can one overcome them by developing a good mental health? Further going through that, we all know that modern way of solving the mental problems have not really resulted into any solutions. So that naturally look back to what the ancient India has to offer. So I'm pretty sure that your great wisdom will help. So the final question is, we have so many varieties of religions and scriptures. What do they all tell us about ultimate purpose of life? So if we see, why am I living? The very existence comes as a question. So if you can kindly answer these questions as a part of this discussion, we'll be grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Namaskar, Acharya ji. My name is Vibhanshu, and
My name is Vibhanshu, and I am a third year student from CSA department, BTech student. I have a very small question in my mind, which almost all the students, whoever is pursuing a college life, will face. And up to my question is, up to which level or which point a student should take care of his or her own college life problems. For example, sometimes academics pressure is there, sometimes they have career pressure, sometimes they have conflicts with their friends, and all those details. Up to which level should a student take care of his or her own college life problems?
College life
Trying not
problems.
to. There are many problems. For example, sometimes they have conflict with their friends. Sometimes they are not getting good marks in academics. Sometimes your friends are pursuing good internships, placements. They are not able to do it. So at what correct time or at what correct moment they should share these details with their family members, because their family members, mother, father, they will be able to solve it. But there's also one point which comes in the back is, if I'm sharing my problems which I'm facing on the college with my family, they may also get worried about it, and
Okay.
their worried will make me more stressed again.
Okay. See, the first attempt must always be to solve it on your own whenever you are faced with problems, whether academic, interpersonal, or of any other nature. First of all, obviously, you should try to grapple with them on your own and see whether you can succeed. That is important because without struggling with problems, you will never develop that internal muscle that is very much needed in adult life. So you cannot rush to seek help for every small thing, right? Uh, Begin by trying to investigate the problem and seeing how you can solve it or go around it or whatever. Fail a couple of times, still keep trying, and then, like a student of science, see what your efforts are amounting to. Take cognizance of the results, because you cannot endlessly keep trying with the same approach, right? More efforts need to be made, obviously, but if you are not succeeding, then maybe the understanding of the problem is yet not deep enough. Maybe the point you are looking at the problem from is not clean enough. So a point comes when you need to alter your approach. And when does that point come? How do you know? By first inquiring. You need a scientific attitude. You need to see to what extent your results have been beneficial. And secondly, by being honest, by asking yourself whether you have put in the right kind of effort at all. If you just say, oh, the results are poor and therefore now I am going out to seek help, that does not suffice, because the results can be poor simply because of lack of application. But if you find that you have tried hard enough, in your honest judgment, if you can verify that you have tried hard enough, and in your impartial inquiry, if you can see that the results have not been good enough, that is the cutoff point. That is the threshold when you can start looking out for support. So two things. One, have I tried hard enough? Second, have the results been very uninspiring? Have the results been we could say lackluster enough? If both these things are there, if both the conditions are met, then you can go out and seek help. Now, there is something that needs to be added here. Just going out and seeking help randomly is not going to be of much use. You need to know where to go to help, to seek help. Right? Sometimes, as you said, parents might be the right ones to go to. Sometimes parents might not be the right ones to go to. It is an important part of the process of seeking help to know clearly, wisely, the point where good help can likely come from. Right? If you have a toothache, you cannot seek help from a cobbler, can you? Would be of no good. Neither to the tooth, not even to the cobbler. So, know very clearly, to whom should I disclose my situation, right? And I would add here, it's not always necessary that you go to a human being. Just as you have specialists and experts in every field, we have had specialists of consciousness, experts in the domain called mind and life. They invested their entire life into studying the mind itself. Who we are, where do we come from, where do our problems come from, and hence, how to solve those problems. Who will solve those problems? Right? So, you may decide to go to the right literature, to the right books. So, you should know whether you need help, and you should also know where that help will probably come from. And always remain open. You must know that all that you are doing is for the sake of a solution. So, keep inquiring. Am I getting closer to any kind of possible solution? Or am I just entertaining myself with several kinds of methods? Right? And if you have that love for solution, then that love will prevent you from being rigid. You will try one thing, you will try another thing, and you will not stop till you succeed.